Well, we're not going to give you anything that's on our person that you don't have a right to. So if you detain us, you have to have there's certain constitutional safeguards to do that. But you're going to detain us, then pay.
Okay. You both are under arrest for obstructing government operations.
On February 23, 2017, attorneys Victor Revel and Megan Garcia are standing with their client, Lloyd Edwards, in a courtroom. They are approached by Blount County Sheriff Deputies Sue Ashworth and Brian K. Ratliff. They are looking for his 2 cell phones because they allegedly contain proof of Edwards abusing his wife and daughter.
The warrants that you all have are for his person.
That's correct.
And for his vehicle.
That's correct.
So he has given the phone that's on his person.
Okay, I have video of him handing the phone to you, you handing the phone to her. It's in the satchel right now.
You all do have that, but that is not on. When you all
no, I'm
came
not
on
here
him
to courthouse
to serve
with
this
Brian on
warrant,
the search
that was
warrant.
not on his person. So you all are not entitled to that.
Okay. Well, all right then. We'll go the other route to get that other phone.
The deputies have a warrant to search Edwards and his vehicle. Edwards hands him his car keys and gets patted down, but he has already given the phones to his attorneys.
Okay, we're standing here and we have it on video that he handed his cell phone to his attorney, one, and they handed it to another, and it's in the satchel that is right here.
Well, are we being detained?
At this moment in time,
They're not denying it. We have it on video.
I'm going to detain you until we determine the next course of action. Give me
Well,
just a minute.
what I have is
Okay.
person and vehicle.
The officers don't have a warrant to search the attorneys.
Okay. Okay. We either need the phone out of the satchel, or we will have to detain you and get a search warrant to get the phone.
So you're going to okay. Well, we're not going to give you anything that's on our person that you don't have a right to. So if you detain us, you have to have certain constitutional safeguards to do that. But you're going to detain us, then pay.
But they unlawfully arrest the lawyers for defending their client. But when these 2 lawyers hear it's unlawful for them to get arrested, just look at their grins.
We're not going to run. So, and you all are telling us we are being detained. Is that right?
This time right now, you are being detained. Now, if they determine.
Okay. You both are under arrest for obstructing government operations.
Obstructing government operations.
That's correct.
Miss Ashworth.
This is definitely an unlawful arrest. But we're under arrest. We're under arrest. Yes, we're right.
I'm not sure what I'm in trouble for.
Sir, if you would, turn around and make sure you don't have no weapon on you at all.
Of course not.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
We have it on video.
We have not broken the law. So if you're arresting us, I'm being arrested for obstructing government operations.
That's correct.
Let me take out this right here.
If you don't mind, take your pocket. That way they'll
Real nice. Y'all want to arrest 2 lawyers for this charge? You sure you want
Are
to
you
do this?
subject to the law?
I am subject to the law.
Under arrest.
Okay. And this is, who are you?
I'm Sue Ashworth.
Sue Ashworth.
That's correct. And this is Brian Ratliff.
And you're arresting us under her orders?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Luckily, they win their lawsuit and more clients. Remember this, the Constitution, through the 4th Amendment, protects people, such as attorneys, from unreasonable searches and seizures by the government. This law professor and TV producer is pulled over by a cop. The cop asks him for his license and registration number, but he doesn't want to hand them over at first.
Do you have a driver's license, please? Insurance and registration.
I sure do.
Okay.
Is there a reason why you pulled me over?
Yes, there is. You ran a red light when you were at University and Rural, and then you made an improper turn right here. When you cut the car off, that was the lane number L2. Do you have a driver's license, please?
I do, but it's in here. You're not going to be scared if I reach it, are you?
Do you have any weapons?
Well, I don't answer any questions, but you can clearly see inside of my vehicle, I have camera equipment. I'm a TV producer.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license, please?
I do.
Could you grab it for me, please?
But I did a U-turn where the road was closed. I just want you to notice that.
All right. Could you give me your driver's license, please?
I can, but I got to reach in here, and I don't want you to be scared.
Just give me your driver's license.
This is the Mullen Commission. I teach constitutional law.
Okay.
Just so you understand what you're doing here.
All right.
Be really careful your steps here.
Give me your driver's license, please.
You can't say I ran a red light when the road was closed and I didn't see the road was closed. I took a right and there was nowhere to go.
But I also saw that you were stopped at a red light and you turned left at a red light, and then I also saw right here you turned left from lane number L1 and straight into lane number 2 and cut off the other vehicle that was.
I didn't cut off any vehicles, officer. Don't make things up. I got a camera in here, so don't say things that aren't true. I didn't cut off anybody.
Keep looking for your registration.
I didn't drive recklessly.
The law professor is telling the cop he is harassing him. He ends up handing over his personal documents to the cop, except for his car registration. Then a second cop pitches up. This rookie gets a well-deserved lesson from someone who knows the law.
Let me see if it's let me just take a look and see. It's on the other side. Let me get my
on the passenger side.
I can get it. I don't need you. I don't need your help. You can. I'm not a criminal, so get the fuck off of me, brother.
I'm gonna have you wait in your
car.
No,
I'm gonna grab my registration like you asked me to do.
Sir, I'm gonna have you wait in your car.
You're not giving me a lawful order. I teach constitutional law. Be very careful what you do.
Okay, this is.
Be very careful. I'm going. You're not
for
officer safety.
This is
under
for
Terry
my
versus
safety.
Ohio. I'm Pennsylvania versus Mims right now. I'm outside of my car. The 1978 holding. Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm allowed to go over and get my registration as he asked me to do. Stop demanding. Look what he's doing. He's demanding me around.
Yes.
This is not a lawful order.
I'm directing you back into your vehicle.
No, because I said don't tell me what to do. You don't understand.
do
If you
understand.
make one mistake here, I will go after you.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
He asked me to get the registration. I'm getting it. No.
I'm asking you to wait in your car.
No. The answer is no. The answer is no. You cannot demand that I do unlawful orders. I teach constitutional law. Be very careful, officer.
Okay. Nobody has asked you to exit the vehicle.
Okay, I'm getting the registration. Why are you in my face? I don't understand this. You want to follow me? He wants the registration. I want to get it for him.
I want you to keep waiting right here in your driver's seat.
Listen, see, this is the problem with police in America. This guy right here is an authoritarian piece of shit. This guy right here, he's trying to demand me around. What he doesn't understand is he doesn't have dominion over me. I'm not under arrest. And since I'm clearly going to identify I don't have any weapons, now he can't Terry stop me. Do you see the difference? If he didn't know I didn't have weapons, then he could handcuff me. But because now if he does handcuff me, he's working outside of the color of law. And that's U.S. Code 18, Section 242. You can't let tyrants like this push you around. He literally was physically touching me, when if he didn't have that badge and gun, he would never do that to me. Ever, because he knows better. He knows what would happen. Don't you? Without that badge and gun, we both know what would happen. You're the beta male. I'm the alpha male. And you know that. And you're scared. And you know you are. That's why you have your hand on your gun. Because you're scared. Look. He's scared, as he should be. Because a real man faced me man to man. Not without the badge and gun, you see. He put his hands on me and physically touched me because he's working inside of the color of law. Now, if he puts me in handcuffs after I showed him that I don't have a weapon, that's an illegal detainment, which means I could sue his ass personally. He no longer has qualified immunity. But see, he's a Neanderthal. He doesn't have any other skill sets. The only skill set he has is to be an authoritarian. Like, he doesn't want me to go over and get my registration, not because they don't need the registration, because he wants to dominate me and control me. But you see, he's actually a coward. You can see it on his face. He's terrified.
But the cops made a mistake. They pulled over the wrong guy.
That was
your citation. You have to take it by the.
What's my citation for?
January for red light violation, improper turn. The back of the citation.
You couldn't see the road was closed back there? Oh, go to hell, dude. You guys are both authoritarian. Oh, can I walk over here now? Are you still scared, copper? Are you still scared?
Oh, we're done with our stop.
Are you still scared? Are you still scared?
Have a good night.
Yeah, coward. See you next time, coward.
In England, a cop pulls over a solicitor for speeding and asks her to hand over her license and registration.
Do you know why I pulled you over today?
Well, actually I don't, because I wasn't speeding and my car's in perfect condition.
So, do you know when you take off from being in a standstill, if you go too fast, that's accelerating too fast, which is what you've just done.
Right, yeah, sorry, yes, that was my mistake. Okay, so are we okay then? Am I okay to go? Because I was barely over the speed limit.
I would like your license and registration.
She hands it to him, but he wants her to step out of her car. She knows the law better than the cop does, and refuses. He belittles her, her job, her accent. She informs him that she is a solicitor, but he doesn't believe her.
Thank you. Can you step out of the vehicle for me?
Rolling down the window to talk to you is all I'm actually legally required to do. There's no reason for me to leave the vehicle.
Are you sure about that, little Miss Know-It-All? Because, you think you know the law better than me. I'm a trained police officer.
Okay, well, that's good. I'm a solicitor, so yeah, I do know the law.
Sure about that?
Yes, I am sure about that. I've done several years of training in London, have my LPC.
Is that right?
Yes, I'm now.
Anything else you would like to add to that list?
Would there be any point?
You're an assistant at best. Come on, we both know it. You're just using big words and you're making up that you're a lawyer.
No, you're expecting me to get out of the car when there's no reason for me to do so.
Police officer who has asked you to get out of your vehicle, therefore, because I have asked you, you have to get out of your vehicle.
No, I think you'll find. Read up on the law. I have rolled down the window, I have spoken with you. That's all I'm legally required to do.
So is this what you learned at your big fancy law firm?
Look, I apologise. I accelerated a little too swiftly. Yes, but come on, I was barely over the speed limit.
Barely over the speed limit.
I think we can.
So no, I'm going to ask you again. Can you get out of your vehicle, please?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not prepared to get out of the vehicle because there's no need for me to get out of the vehicle.
The solicitor asks a cop to call her law firm, but he feels disrespected. He is looking for any excuse to arrest her, but she doesn't back down.
I'm happy to. I've given you my details. You know, I mean, call my office if you want to check.
Me calling them up is not going to prove anything.
Well, you have my card. Feel free to call, speak to the boss.
You know what? Don't get your knickers in a twist. Have you got your MOT certificate?
It's actually not in the car at the moment. I had it serviced last week and I haven't yet put the updated certificate in the glove compartment.
Right, you know what? I'm not happy with this tone of voice that you're giving me. I'm an officer of the law.
Yes, I think we've established that.
If you continue to be disrespectful towards me, I'll bring you into the station.
You won't actually, because I think you'll find that Section D protects motorists by giving them 7 days in which to produce their MOT certificate. I don't have to give it to you now. If it's not in the car, I have 7 days with which to find it. I do know where it is, and bring it into the police station. So, can we leave it there?
Well, no, because I've asked you to get out of your vehicle multiple times and you're refusing.
That's right, I am refusing, as is my right. My legal right.
Would you like me to arrest you?
Well, you're very welcome to arrest me, but
what is your big boss at your law firm going to do if I arrest you?
I think my...
Absolutely nothing.
I think you'll find my big boss at my law firm will come down on you like a ton of bricks.
A ton of bricks on you. This imaginary law firm.
There's the imaginary card. Why don't you give them an imaginary call?
This guy is pulled over by a cop, but refuses to be searched. According to the Fourth Amendment, the right of the people to be secure against unreasonable searches and seizures.
How are you?
Not bad.
Just so I can concentrate on what you're saying.
Yep.
I'm just gonna put the gun on.
Okay, I don't consent to any searches. I just want to make that clear.
I'm not gonna search you.
I don't consent to any seizures either.
Okay.
In order to stop me, you have to suspect me of a crime. Can you get your supervisor here?
He is on the way.
Okay, thank you.
The cop takes away the man's firearm. He tells the cop that it is illegal and asks to speak to his supervisor.
Okay, well, like I said, people are concerned. It's a public safety issue.
So I'm here to make sure everyone's all set.
You make sure you're all set. Okay, so I just need to get your ID, and we'll call it good.
No, sir.
You're not going to give me your ID.
Unless you are issuing me a summons as 17A, 15A
I need to make sure
requires, then...
Can you let me speak for a second?
Yep.
I need to make sure you're not a felon to carry this.
Do you suspect me of being a felon?
I don't know you. So
okay, if you don't suspect me of being a felon, then I would like my gun back and I would like to proceed on my way.
In order to carry a gun, you're not allowed to be a felon.
Correct, but unless you suspect me of being a felon, there's no reason for you to stop me.
There is a reason to stop you.
Unless you suspect me of a crime, as Terry v. Ohio, Delaware v. Prowse, requires you to have a suspicion of crime before you detain an individual. Brown v. Texas does not allow you to stop an individual and demand their ID.
Can I get your first name so I can speak to you on a person-to-person basis here?
No. And unless you have a reasonable suspicion that I'm committing a crime, you can't detain me. I have to be free to leave. It has to be a consensual encounter, sir.
Here's the deal, sir.
The cop admits he stopped the man because of the firearm. The man refuses to give him ID. The cop gives the firearm back.
You see a guy walking down the street carrying...
Yep. Okay. Is that the only reason why you stopped me?
Yes.
That I'm carrying?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I want you to refer you to DeBerry v. U.S. DeBerry v. U.S. says that a firearm, where legally carried, cannot be the only cause for reasonable suspicion for a stop.
Yep.
Am I free to go?
You are.
Okay. Can I have my back?
Sure.
Thank you.
This Uber driver lawyer is pulled over by the police. The driver doesn't understand what he has done wrong.
Got pulled over and surrounded by police. I don't know. My car's up to date unless I made a wrong turn somewhere.
The cop asks if he can do a search. The driver declines. The Fourth Amendment protects him.
So, you had an Uber driver, you're living on Thrasher Court now?
Yes, sir.
All right, you said you went over to pick up the check?
Yeah.
Let me see the check.
The guy didn't have it.
He didn't have it?
No, sir.
Okay, do you have anything on you, sir, or anything in the vehicle that you need to be concerned about?
No, nothing at all.
Do you mind if I look?
I do mind because I haven't done anything, but I mind.
The cop accuses him of driving someone to a drug house, but the Uber driver is just doing his job. His customer has just gotten himself arrested. Cops want to arrest him too.
Well, you're leaving a drug house.
Okay. I don't know. I showed you my Uber drive. Somebody just had me drive them to somewhere and drive them back.
You go to a drug house, you drop somebody off,
Okay.
and they come right back to your car. And he says he went to go pick up a check.
Okay.
And he has.
It has nothing to do with me, and it's my car. If you want to search him by his permission,
Do you have anything
that's
on you,
fine.
Mr. Lewis, you'd be concerned about?
Not a thing, sir.
All right. Why don't you step out so I can check you real quick?
And my passenger's getting arrested.
Hey, Bob, turn that off, okay?
No, I'll keep recording. Thank you. It's my right.
Don't record me. You got me?
I will look. You're a police officer on duty. I can record you. And if you come to this side of the vehicle, I can keep recording you.
Turn it off.
I can keep recording you.
Turn it off and take a jail.
For recording you, I'm sitting in my car holding my phone.
Record me.
What is the law?
Step out of the car.
What are you arresting me for? I'm sitting here in my car. I'm just recording in case anything happens. I'm surrounded by 5 police officers.
You're being a jerk.
I'm scared right now. I'm not being a jerk. I'm recording it in case anything happens.
Well, you better hope we don't find something in your car, okay?
They're not searching my car.
Well, I'm going to search your car.
You're not searching my car.
Roll canine this way, please.
Bring the canines. I don't care, man. Okay. I know my rights.
I hope so. I know what the law is.
I know the law. I'm an attorney, so I would hope I know the law.
And an Uber driver?
And here, man.
And an Uber driver.
You want my bar card? Sir, can you tell me what this new law is that I'm not allowed to record?
I'm sorry?
He said that there's a law I'm not allowed to record the police. I just wanted to know what that new law is.
You said you were an attorney, correct?
I am. I've never heard of this law that you're not allowed to record the police anymore. It must be brand new.
Okay, well, they just recently passed it, so...
Like super recently? Seems like a strange law. I showed him my way bill. I really am just driving Uber for some extra money. I don't know where these people are going to and from.
Really about 80. Are these his?
You from Mary?
Probably. They're not mine. I have nothing in my car. There's no drugs. There's no alcohol.
I didn't say you did.
Okay, well, the other officer told me he's taking me to jail, so...
Did I say that?
No, your friend said that.
Okay. My friend?
I
You mean the sergeant?
The sergeant, your friend, somebody.
Okay. This yours or his?
Probably his. Nothing is that's in here is mine. That's sitting right there.
Right.
Yes.
How long have you been an Uber driver?
Mr. St. Pierre. A year and a half? 2 years maybe?
Have you been stopped a lot? It's probably why you've been stopped because you're an Uber driver, right? Because there's a lot of history on the vehicle.
On this vehicle there's history?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
Okay. All right. Well, here's your license. We're going to wait for K9 because I don't know if he might have dumped something under the seat and you don't want us to look. So we're just going to have K9 come out and smell. And if they do an indication, if not, then you'll be on your way, okay?
Okay. I mean, if he threw something under the seat, it still has nothing to do with me. Like.
Okay, but it's in your car. I'm not saying it has anything to do with you, sir. I've never said that, did I?
No, I feel like something's going to be under the car and you're going to say, I'm the driver, it's my vehicle, I'm responsible.
Negative, sir. I've never said that to you.
Okay.
Okay?
Can you understand my frustration? I'm just at work.
I should. I absolutely do.
All
What's
right.
your registration? Just hold on a minute, okay?
Thanks, man.
All right. All right. Make sure you get your
license changed?
Yeah.
So I'm maintaining 2
Are you a
active
student?
addresses. I get paid out to... No, I work at the courthouse here.
Okay.
But I get paychecks sent to Raleigh, so I have to maintain a Raleigh address.
What courtroom you work in? You work at 317?
317 or 200.
I think I've seen you there, yeah.
Or I'm in courtroom.
Okay.
I mean, I've been in that courtroom for like around 3 years now. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably
That's why
seen
you
me
look
out there.
familiar to me. Yeah. You just dressed different.
Usually in a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you get that changed if you're going to stay in this area, though, okay?
On the license? Have it changed?
Yeah, it shows Raleigh.
So I still have all my paychecks sent to Raleigh, so they told me to just keep a Raleigh active address. Does it make a difference?
Are you keeping 2 addresses?
Yeah, I'm keeping 2 addresses.
You'll be fine.
Okay. Because, yeah, that's still an active address that I receive mail at.
That'll work. All right. Just give us a minute, okay?